anyone here? Awesome. Alright, so I'm streaming now. Let me know once you see it and if you can hear yourself.
You're talking to me?
Yeah. Awesome. Alright, so I'm streaming now. Let me know once you see it and if you can hear yourself.
You're talking.
Awesome. Alright, so I'm streaming now. Let me know once you see it and if you can hear yourself.
Well, I heard myself.
Alright, great. So that means you're on. Alright, and that's the other thing too. After this, I'm gonna put all the highlights into a YouTube video and then we'll post that, put your channel on it, all that good stuff.
Alright.
Alright, let's get started. What's up guys, it's Aammk here, and today, for this week's prediction video, I'm going to be in Discord with Shedge. And for anyone who doesn't know her, she's actually probably one of the bigger YouTubers in OG Planet. As you can see in her Twitch channel, which I had in right over here, she hosts many games: Yu-Gi-Oh!, Tales Runner, League of Legends, Hearthstone, like so many. And she's got a bunch of followers, bunch of views, and even in her YouTube, you know, she's got over 1K. So definitely check her out. She's got a lot to offer. And yeah, today she's collaborating with me, and we're going to be discussing about tomorrow's update for this week's prediction. So, first thing to probably note is that for the end of this month, so everything that's been going on recently, it is the last day to get the shiny yellow dragon boxes. So do make sure you get all the boxes if you do have the Astros for it, because they won't be coming back until a different event. So if you want to get the dragon now, best to get it now. Other things, Pinocchio machine would be gone, so if you have any other spins, best to use it before the update. And the cookie ribbon package. So I believe, is that the Astro one, Shedge? Or is that the TR one?
The cookie ribbon is the Astro one.
Astro one. So if you want it, you think it looks cute, make sure you get it.
The writing one is permanent. That's the TR one.
Oh, okay, I see. So to get started, so that's everything. To get started, we did get a hint from OG Planet's TR Facebook page, and what you see here is, oh, Kirin. Isn't that a Kirin pet? And Shedge actually knows a little bit about Kirin, because anything that TR does, basically by its name, Tales Runner, it has a story to it. And obviously I don't know much about it, but Shedge, tell us more about Kirin.
Okay, so the Kirin is a Chinese mythological beast similar to a chimera. There are variations of what it is made out of, but the most common one is usually deer antlers, the face of a dragon, the body of a fish or serpent, it has scales, and then the feet of a ox, because they have hooves.
Oh my gosh.
So, and that's basically what it is, just mostly a chimera beast. It's mostly served as a deity or protector of the emperors. And they usually have statues all around China serving as these guardians. There are also certain Chinese restaurants here in America that do have these certain statues. But it's just a mythological creature. However, in recent times, Kirin shared its name with the giraffe in Chinese, which is funny because when the emperors went to Africa to import a bunch of animals for the for his zoo sort of. They saw the giraffe and thought this looks exactly like a Kirin, so a giraffe is a Kirin in retrospect.
Let's pull up a picture of a Keelin. Is that say that again? I need to say it right.
Yeah, it's like Kirin.
Kirin.
It's sort of a mix of an L R sound.
Okay, I see. So there's the giraffe you were talking about. Wonder if that made it to the stream. Yeah, there's the giraffe. I see. Yeah, so it's like a mix of everything. Wow. I like how TR does it, like their image of it. And for the full set, actually, I think you provided this poster too. But this is pretty much the order of premium sets that we were supposed to get / we did get. So previously we had the yellow dragon, which we see here, and then the next one, Kirin set. So looks nice. Looks nice. Now in terms of stats to expect, usually they're about the same, right? But like they do have their own perks. For this one here, I heard that it has a really good flat experience. Like, what more is it to the Kirin set? Oh, could you hear me?
Oh, I was on Korean Tailspin trying to get stats.
Oh, gotcha.
But yes, it does have a large flat rate. It should be, I believe, 2060, 20TR 2060 EXP for the larger items, and then it should be 1530 for the other items as a flat rate. But it has a large EXP bonus, and that should really help for people who want to get more EXP.
And if
There
anyone
should
knows
be.
me, I love XP, so I'm definitely need this set. Definitely need this set.
Yes.
Alright, sorry, go on.
Well, I keep clicking on TR, but yes, that is correct. And it's mostly the same exact stats of every other one, with like the uh, +4/+4. That's my cat on the top, and then the +3/+3 speed excel on the shoes. But the difference is that the mark and the has +1 power, and the gloves have +1 control. The pet has +3 speed, +1 power, +1 control, and the horn has +1 power, and then the wings have +2 control.
So yeah, pretty much the same. Has a little bit of benefits. The gloves again, how much does it give?
+1 control.
+1 control, so that's the main thing, right? Like usually the gloves change as well. Last time was speed for the yellow dragon.
Yes, that's correct.
This time is control.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. That's good. That's good. Now we also notice in the picture that we get, or the GIF, which I think is pretty neat. There's Ailey and Lua. Is that how you say them?
It's Isle and Lua.
Isle, and Lua. So what team? What team should I pick? Can I pick?
I don't think you can pick on our server.
No.
It was random on the Korean server. I was thankful to get Lua, and something I should also mention is that those words both mean wing in Italian, and you can look at their character designs when they were released of Isle and Lua, where they have wings on their symbols, which will be representing for your character emblem above your head when you race.
Look nice. Looks cool. Is there any story to them? Isle and Lua? Is that like a fairy tale I don't know or something?
No, they aren't really. They're not part of a fairy tale per se. What they are, though, is they're messengers to help the witch with the winter festivities. And they have their own little story. They were hinted at being siblings, but they aren't. They're lovers.
Oh, I see. Just as I Google search it, you can see.
Yes. Um, what you're
That's what
gonna
it's
be
thought of.
doing near the end of the event is to help them fall in love. And yeah,
Oh, interesting. So this is pretty much the true objective of this event is to help I- Isle and Lua to fall in love.
yes, that's
Okay,
correct. And
there,
after you
there we
complete
go,
that,
guys.
you get a new item called the Snowland mask. I mean,
Snow
Sugarland mask. What am I saying?
Sugarland Mask. Now a lot of people are asking for these items. Sugarland Mask. Now is that exclusive to only Astro buyers, or can anyone get this? Or
So, the Sugarland mask will be given to everyone at the end of the event. The event should run for 2 or 3 months, but after you complete the objective of making them fall in love, they'll give you a letter of gratitude with the mask attached.
let's see if I can get a picture of that mask. Does it look cool? It's gotta look cool.
I think it looks cool. It gives me the sort of vibe that Vera has with her mask when she goes into Hero to Nebio mode. And I just really like it. And it has this sort of little viney esque detailing from the lenses, which I really like.
Okay. And this is at the end, so like essentially, to my knowledge, there's no crown or anything to grind for, correct? That we know of.
There should be Sugarland items related to that you do have to grind for. I believe it's the brooch and the wings. And not. Let me double check.
Like, is that, you know how in Pandora you got the Pandora laurel for the top 30 goalers? Would there be something similar?
Okay, no, no, there should not be anything similar to that.
Okay.
These should be tier rewards, or
Tier
stage
rewards.
rewards. For like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, you should be getting the brooch, and then 5, you should be getting the wings.
I think I got a picture of that somewhere so people can see it. So there you have it, guys. Like, no crown, no stress in that sense that you have to compete in terms of the amount of goals you play. Essentially, you need to get your effort points. And what Shedge was saying is that just like in Pandora, where there was Pandora wings at the end, and I believe the scarf as well was part of the tier points, it'll be kind of similar in the Sugarland event, just different wings, of course. And they're called what, sweet or sugar wings.
Sugarland wings
Sugarland
and
wings.
Sugarland brooch.
Pretty nice names. Okay, I think I got it. Here it is. There we go. And this is by James Runner. I think he's showing us the tier here. So it looks like you get gold cubes for there's 5 tiers that you can reach. So the first one you get gold cubes, the gold sugar cubes. The second tier you get the same thing, just a bit more. The third one you get, that's the mask you were talking about? No,
No, that's the brooch.
that's the roach. And then lollipop. Now what does that do? This lollipop.
Uh, so the lollipop, there will be a tab at the end of the Sugarland Redemption Shop, and there will be a whole bunch of things that are due. I believe one thing you have to do is save it up for a red mirror pet. So
Ooh.
like there's the mirror from the Journey to the West event. But what you're going to be using those a lot for is something called snowball coupons, which is sort of similar to the um, lottery tickets that we have for the legendary flame items.
Mm.
So what you're going to do is use the coupons. Uh, on your stream right now, you have it right there. It should be the coupons. And the third one to the right of the sugar cubes. But you use those, and then you'll be getting a 50 panel block sort of thing for one item, and then you keep using the coupon to click a box off until you get the rare item, which would be a chest. And that's inside that chest will be one of 4 random items, except for the last one, which will contain 2 items, which are pets. Um, and then there are 4 different options that'll be coming out, with each one coming out with each different update. They should be eye patches, shoes, and hats, I believe, and then the pets.
Nice. Another thing that I noticed in the chart here next to the mirror is that there's a necklace. Now, a lot of people don't get magnet. I think you noticed that too, right? Like all the new pets nowadays, they're having magnet effects, fury evasion. But anyone who is coming back because of the new event or because OG Planet's been progressing in terms of their updates and their communication, when they come back, they got no magnets, so it's kind of difficult for them to play these events. But there are these sugar necklace, and it's pretty good. It adds an extra 5 magnet, so even if you have magnet, it increases the range of experience and TR gems. It gives 40% extra in the channel for experience and TR, and 10% effort bonus points. So I think that's pretty neat that they'll give us that. So that's something else to look forward to. Do you think that's by lollipops or by cubes?
That should be by lollipops.
Lollipops.
The one set or the one thing on most of my screen you have, they should be in different tabs. The snowball coupons are strictly for um, the lollipops, but then there should be an option near the end of the event where you can do both. Use the sugar cubes and the lollipops for certain items.
Mm-hmm.
That's more near the end of the event. The start should be strictly using the lollipops for that.
Right. So like, okay, let's focus on tomorrow update. What is it really to be expected? Like, I have a page here that would tell us that technically we're supposed to get mounts in the plaza. Do you think that will happen?
That is plausible because that is what happened in the Sugarland update on the Korean server. Um, I would think they would be adding it, especially since it seems on our server a lot of people enjoy animal racing. So
Yeah.
at least I would expect it to be coming our way, at least soon anyway.
Guys, did you notice that? Plausible. Haha.
Oh, another thing about it. So to get those mounts, though, it depends on your rank. So the number by your name, they unlock by each level. Things like 1 is the chick buck buck, and then like 3 is the wolf, and then the nemesis Tekken 1 is the final boss. There's level 6.
Okay, so you're talking about license rankings.
Yes.
Okay, so if there's any motivation to get you in single player, that would be it. So yeah, get that rank 6, because rank 6 is what, wolf?
No, the nemesis Tekken boss training boss. Yeah, that's that one.
That
That's
one.
number 6. Level
Nice.
3 should be the wolf. And then there's like the buck, the pig, the tiger, and the antelope, I believe. And then one more that I can't think of. I know it's not the shark. We don't get that for a while.
There's a shark.
Yes, there's the shark
Oh,
in
this
the
is
future.
so awesome. Now I want that. Alright, alright. So nice features in the redeem shop is a lot of people like these. I don't know why, but cube heads. What do you think about them? We got some elf one and a snowman one. In Pandora, they
They're
gave Dash. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know what they give in this one. I'd have to go double check, but I think they're all right. I do know that at least more recently in KTR, they've been adding the uh, whenever you stomp on someone, you get bonus TR because that's only strictly for the raccoon helmets and stuff. That line on our server as a gold stat, sort of. Although I think they removed that, so they're starting to add that function again with the cubes. I think they might have that with these cubes, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's pretty awesome. Extra TR. Sounds like someone could abuse that though.
Probably.
Let's see what we got here. No puns, Aammk. What are you talking about? That was hilarious. I thought that was funny. Do you believe in the theory that women fart? These people here. The trolls have begun, Shedge. We got them. Woo. Alright, so essentially for the lollipops, you mentioned that, like in the screen here, there's a certain time frame, and I believe it's 15 hours is the duration each day of how long you can enter rooms. But there's also 10-minute intervals of breaks, where kind of like Hero War, where whichever team won that section of like that time frame will get a lollipop for that team. How many phases are there?
There should be phases for each hour.
So we're looking at
I'm trying
15, 14, probably.
Yeah, 15-ish per day.
15-ish.
I'm trying to think. Did they add that in this?
True.
I don't think they did.
So it might be 13 hours? A bit less?
Well, it should be from 9 to midnight, so it should be 15.
15 hours, but then there's a 10-minute break, right?
Yeah, like you would usually count it as that
Oh yeah,
as a
true.
whole hour.
But like the duration would be 15 hours, and then actual gameplay would be a bit less, but there are 10-minute breaks on the hour or just before the hour.
Just before the hour, it'd be going from the hour to an hour 50, and then the last 10 minutes is the break period.
So it says it right over here. An example up here just pretty much tracks scores. Whichever team has the highest number will win that phase. For effort points, how do you obtain them? So you can obtain them by racing, of course. Is there any other way? Like, is there anything in the map?
Yes. So, for the first update, we're going to get sugar cream. It's going to be based on the amount of ice cream cones you get. Usually it is
Sugar cream.
for exactly one per ice cream cone, until you get to like a certain point where like it just starts teetering off. But if you get very little, it should be of like around flat 30 plus whatever you get.
Yeah, and I'm streaming right now your gameplay of sugar cream. But it looks exactly like Hero War.
And then in the next update after this one, you're going to get them based on kills. Because it's going to be the PvP map called Sugar Rumble.
Sugar Rumble! Sounds pretty awesome. Is it fun, or is it like boring? Or
I enjoyed it very much.
you
It was
enjoyed it?
one of the most played maps in the events. And then they had to go add it back for
So it
other
wasn't even
events.
Wow.
So they added it back in the Horror Park update events, and then they added it in its own little channel. And yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So that shows how important it is to satisfy the community. Because I guess it wasn't planned, right? They just put PvP probably as a trial phase, and voila, it had a good turnout.
That is correct, and it seems to be playing into that more maps from olden times, or should be going to be coming, like from Journey to the West and Hero War.
So yeah,
Because a lot of people have been wanting for those to come back now when they saw that the Rumble maps and the hide and seek maps came out.
mhm. So yeah, I see in this gameplay you're grabbing these ice creams, and there's a score at the top. How does that exactly work?
So the score will work as, or it's as a team collected. Like the left will be Isle and the right will be Lua, and then it's just going to be how many each team can get. The one team that has the most ice cream cones wins. If it's a tie, it's going to be by how many people completed the map, because there will be a platform at the end that you do have to complete. Um, Something I do want to mention though is that it may appear to be difficult in the video to get ice cream cones, but there are two ways to get them. Because at least Korean tales are thought about this ahead, that not everyone will be able to catch up to the people in front. So they have this little pack in the back where you can have a whole bunch of ice creams back there. So there are going to people need to be running up in the front and in the back to grab all the ice cream cones as they can.
Oh, so are you saying they just add more, or the people at the back will be given more?
Like it should be about evenly split, sort of. There'll be, because it switches, like there'll be the witch will be shooting it from the front and then shooting it all the way into the back. So people in the front will be trying to get the ones that they can at least near the witch as she goes by.
Hmm.
But the people in the back need to keep an eye on the ones um, in the back to grab those, or the ones that the people leading the group missed out on or forgot to grab. So it's sort of this weird teamwork thing where people need to be both ahead and in the back of the group.
Awesome. That was an awesome video too. So if you want to see the gameplay, guys, when I post this on YouTube, I'm gonna post a link of that so you can watch it closely, so you can prepare yourself before the update, or while the update's happening. You know, you got 3 hours. So going back to the tiers, and then the last Sugarland wing would be the last tier, and 100k points. You think seems to be the number?
Yeah, I think it's 100K. I
100k.
think I don't remember when they reduced the cost because now it's 50K for the events.
Oh wow.
But I think Sugarland is 100K and they changed it to 50K in Horror Park. I'm not too sure.
And another map that is included in the channel, so in the first update you'll see it like this, guys. There's going to be 3 portals, and we're going to get the first one for this update, then the next update, the second one, etc., etc. And it's essentially a speedy block one, just like Hero War as well. But it's kind of modified. So it's got ice cream cones from the sides, or yeah, from the sides there. Everything's going to be items too, as you see here, which is nice. So do be prepared to be penguined, reversed keys. What else is a troll one, Shedge? I know there's a few troll.
Reverse keys, the speed locks, the witch if they slide out, and then I don't think Tinkerbell will help you very much in this one.
Oh, yo, that's true, because
Something I just noticed was that not in the photos included was there's actually a second path underneath the map that you can go under. Um, so you're gonna want to be trying to go under the map as well to get ice cream cones.
pretty much everywhere. Would you say this is a team effort where you need to also grab as many ice cream cones and not
Yes.
necessarily win? Or is winning like
Yes.
trumps everything?
So the winning one will be sort of based on if you tie and how many people get across the finish line. Usually, it's always the person who gets across first, and the team that gets more people across wins. If there is supposedly a tie, but you're just going to try to get as many ice cream cones as possible because it's not very likely you're going to get a tie, but it is possible.
Gotcha, gotcha. So it's not necessarily who gets there first, but how many teammates make it by the time the first person made it. The 11 seconds time over. So how many people can make it during that time frame?
Yes.
That's who would win. So then what's the purpose of the ice cream cones then? If, let's say, you have 5 on your team that made it, and I only had 4, but we had 100 ice creams more, what happens in that case?
Then you would win. The
Oh,
team with the more ice creams wins. The thing that decides if more people cross the finish line is how many people is if it's based on a tie. So like if your scores are even, then that's how they would determine if who wins, depending on how many people cross the finish line.
so essentially no one needs to goal, and you can still win the match.
Well, you'd preferably want to go because you
True,
would be missing out on a lot of contribution points for the event.
true, true. But like that's pretty much how it'll work between winning and losing. And
Yes.
these points will go towards, in the end, the team points, which will get you that lollipop.
Yes.
Okay, so we're getting a bit of an understanding here. Yeah, we're understanding it. A bit different. I like it though. So, like for you, when you first started, um, was it difficult at first, or was it pretty easy to learn? Was there special tricks that you had to do?
Um, well, I mean, at first it's like sort of easy, but then like everyone like didn't really know what they were doing at first because this wasn't at the time Korean Tales were just beginning to post preview videos at all. They're just mostly teasers, so they didn't really give you the idea of the map. But as time came more aware, you had to learn what to expect from the map. Like if you're ahead, you're expected to go onto like the top platforms and get all those ice cream cones. So the people down below have to run around in a circle to get the ice cream cones down there. So basically, what they're trying to do is having the people who lead the pack. You have to get up on the top of the platforms, grab those, and just dash across and go down the various paths. The quickest one would be the top path. Um, when you go down to the triple pathway, and you're just going to be trying to get those as quickly as possible because you don't want to be wasting time at all.
True, true. So essentially, anyone can really do this.
Yes.
Gotcha. Um, Another thing, there's going to be a capsule, isn't there?
Yes.
So that's this one here. And it's going to be a mask, a bear costume, a cat mask, a dog mask, unlock potion. So pretty nice. The mask, what is that called?
Well, the mask should be called the Salion mask.
It's
Um,
mask.
the spelling is a bit iffy at this point, though. Some people, a lot of people spell it Salion, like cell, lion, but I think it should be called Seal, Ciel,
Seal.
for sky lion, because of the description of it being a flaming monster with the power of the sun.
So
But there's
another
not really
history.
any.
Mm.
Yeah, it sort of has these mythological attributions to the various items they do, like the ancient armors based off various golems on a Jewish and Hebrew folklore. And then there's going to be another set similar to that called the lycanthrope, based off the werewolves. Every set usually has some sort of historical background.
And that's what I like about the game as a whole, is that they do exactly that in everything they do. So it's pretty neat. for the capsule spins, how can I spin this?
You're gonna need, for the first one, 5 golden sugar cubes.
Keys. That's interesting. Where do you get the keys? Like
No,
just
no, no,
from...
no, cubes.
Oh, cubes.
Sugar cubes, golden sugar
The
cubes.
golden ones. Oh, 5?
For the first one,
Wow.
yeah. And then the second one would be 10, then 15, then 20, I believe.
So
For
kind
each
of like Pandora.
other capsule.
Kind of like
Yes.
Pandora. And I'm seeing here in the picture I'm looking at, in KTR it was 2,000 just for the mask. But I'm pretty sure they'll probably keep it at 800, just like the Pandora mask. Or do you think they're going to
It's
stick with the
it's it's
2,000?
probably likely that they would do that. Um, Only thing that might detest from that is the recent red jasmine wings that we got, because that was quite a lot of spins, and that was very similar to the Korean version, but we don't know at this point. I'm hoping it'll be lower.
That's another thing too. I need to win that Jasmine Wings. Did you get it yet?
No, I tried. I
Oh,
got it down to 600. I didn't get it though.
600. Wow. I haven't seen it go lower than like 1K.
It went to 600. I believe Carol and Amy were trying to go for it as well.
Hmm. There's a word that Sugarland will bring noble paint. Is that going to happen this update or is
Yes.
that going to happen later?
No, not this update.
Not this
I
update.
don't think it should be happening this update. I think it should be happening in the third update, if I recall correctly. Um, there should be different colors, and then there should be a bag containing rare colors that aren't in that set, or at least in the redemption shop.
Which one would you choose once they come out?
Blue or orange,
Blue or orange? Yeah.
because blue is my
Red
favorite
and blue
color,
too.
and orange is because of Hitman Reborn and that color. Yeah, anime.
Actually, blue is my favorite color too. I do want the blue one, but I kind of want purple ones. Do they come out with those yet?
Each one should have a color, including black and white, I believe. I have to go double check on my
Oh wow.
list that have.
All right. Let's see here. Other things to note. So premium capsule, of course, with the it's going to be 10 Astros for the spin. For the new capsule here, for the Cillion, is out Cillion?
Say, Savion.
Cillion. That's going to be 5 golden sugar cubes. And sugar cubes you just get from maps, right? They're just drops. Or do you have to
Yes, you
build
drop them. You drop them from map. They drop from maps, and then you build the golden ones. There's the normal sugar cubes. Then you build them into the golden ones. You can also get them from the snowball um, lottery machine thing.
Oh yeah, the
And
tickets
then
that
you
you
can
mentioned
also get
earlier.
extras from the gift boxes that also drop from maps that you need to go.
So about the gift boxes, how do you get those?
They drop from the maps, they drop from the snowball machines, and I think there should be at least hopefully hot time for our server at least
Ooh,
that
hot
gives
time.
us them. At least they did that a lot in Korean Tales Runner, so hopefully we get that. But they mostly drop from the maps, and then the gift boxes. Um, what should happen is the normal ones will be dropping from the maps. Then there will be a special one which drops from either the normal gift box itself, or I'm doing using the normal gift box plus a few golden sugar cubes. I think it's 3 or 5, but not that many.
Gotcha. So just for Sonic Fire 14, he asked, "Are the items and gears in Sugarland event obtainable without Astros?" And I said, "Yes. You just need to grind for them, because like you said, it comes by the drops. You can build golden sugar cubes. You can get boxes from that. You can get the pets from the lollipops. So essentially, you just gotta put in more game time to get more items. Um, Now, in terms of,
Yes.
oh yeah, if you
Well,
want
I
to
was
add
gonna
anything.
say, well, I would say it depends of how you want to do things. If you want to get so to make the two sets, the Sugar Aurora set and the Sugar Stella set. If you want to go for the Sugar Stella set, start saving up all your cubes, and then try and get them. Try to get as many as where you can at least be sure that you can get the amount that you need to get within 30 days, because they do have a time limit. Because you're going to need to get the sets from the sugar boxes to create them, and then you're going to need the sugar cubes to help make them. And it's just going to require a lot. Like it's going to be like 160 for the just the top suit, and yeah, it's going to be a lot for the sugar style set. But if you don't like saving that much, you can go for the sugar aurora set, which is very like free to play friendly in my opinion.
That's the one thing about the events in TR is that it's very free to play friendly. Um, there is the Astro portion, but there is going to be items that cannot be Astroed. Um, for example, those Sugarland wings, that can't be Astroed. You actually need 100,000, if that's what it is for the last tier, 100,000 effort points.
Yes, and also something else that you can't buy fast rows are these items that require lollipops. Like there will be certain items that will be made available that you normally call cost lollipops, and they will have golden sugar cube amounts. But certain ones, like the red near pet, and I think there should be another pet from that box that you can get that will also cost only lollipops. So there will be a few items that are only lollipop only that aren't capable of buying with Astros only.
So there you have it. Just grind a lot for those items. Ancient armor. Now, we've been seeing them, and I think you just briefly mentioned that you could get them from the boxes. What are they called? Valentine boxes? They kind of look like them.
Sugar gift boxes.
Sugar gift boxes. Do they just happen to be duration once you open it? Like, is it like Pandora true boxes, normal
Um,
boxes?
so the items like the sugar rare set, the sugar cell set, and then there will be a variety of pastry related hats that you can get from there. Um, those will be all timed. The ancient rune piece, and I believe the Celion wings should be durability and permanent, because what you're going to do is use the ancient runes that you get to create one of the ancient gear pieces. And yeah,
I think I got a picture of the Sicilian wings. Looks amazing. That's this right here. That looks phenomenal. Do you have the Sicilian wings? Oh wow, I totally did not spell that right. Don't even know how to spell it. It's Cilin. Cion? E.
Cielion. Like it's not entirely sure how it's spelled. That's what my interpretation from it is. But a lot
Gotcha.
of people are basing it off how you originally spelled it.
Because it looks nice. Alright, cool. So these rune stones, ancient stones, some of them call it, um, do you, I guess you need a certain amount for each ancient
E,
armor?
I think it's one, and then you need a certain amount of TR and a certain amount of contribution points, I believe.
Ooh, so yeah, it's gonna suck up some TR and contribution points. So this makes it a little bit tricky for, like, yes, everyone can get the item, but you'll need all these requirements first.
Yes, that is correct.
Gotcha. And do you think it's a lot? Like, if I were to just get tier 5 and not get any more than that, will I have enough for all the pieces? Or will it require a lot more?
I think that it should be 10k TR and like 5k contribution points plus the ancient rune piece. But the very ancient rune piece would only be just only one, and that should be have a really low drop rate in the special sugar gift box.
I see, I see. That's pretty good. If OGP keeps it that way, that's actually not bad at all. Kinda a little easy, which is awesome. It's a very nice set, stat-wise as well. Yes, so guys, we have a Reddit page for TR. I'm going to post that in the description below as well. Um, and actually, one of good my good friend is a moderator there, and he posted. See if I can get it. He posted his stats on some of the items. The Celian. Is that how you say it? Always forget. The
Salion. It's like,
Celion.
yeah, it's pronounced weirdly. It's like
Celion.
say and yeah.
Say Leo. Say Leo. So the wings itself gives 1 acceleration and 2 power. So that's really amazing. It gives 50% TR, 150% experience. It gives some Fury gaining duration, 15 each, and Fury evasion, 25%, and electricity resist of 30%. Now all this you can find in the Reddit page. Now this as well can be added on. So if you know more information or you'd like to add a post of anything, definitely use the Reddit. It's there for the community, as well as the Discord, which actually myself and Shedge is using to make this stream pretty much. So it's getting pretty active. There's a lot of voice channels going on. There will be times where there's not so many because most people will be asleep or at work, etc. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So you definitely need to come out and join us there. Is there anything we're missing, Shedge? We covered pretty much a
I,
good chunk.
I was going through my photos trying to get everything, just make sure. I noticed. I kept telling people that the Christmas lamb pet thing will end
Oh,
tomorrow. It will.
Christmas lamb lambs.
The items drop still in Sugarland maps. I think it's gonna be like Sugar Cream gives the noses, and then Sugar Rumble will give the wool, and then Sugar Clean will give both.
Yeah, so
Oh,
now
and also the noble colors are black, orange, purple, white, blue, red, indigo, green, yellow.
but we're not going to get all of them in Sugarland, no? Or are we?
We are, but like the white and black ones are gonna be in the gift box thing that you have to use.
That is amazing. Alright. I like it. I like it. So essentially it's going to be a great event, from what I'm hearing from you.
Yes, I loved it.
You loved it,
It's
yeah.
one of my favorites. I'm gonna say the Snow Queen is my favorite thus far.
And Snow Queen, like, I guess this one's a winter theme or a sugar theme because it's sugar, not snow. But Snow Queen, does that relate to Sugarland?
Mm, yes and no in a sense that because the witch's story ends, and that's where like Anubis story ends. Because like we see no mention of Anubis after the wishstone scattered, and people, by people I mean Tails runners, started half looking around Tails Land trying to gather all the scattered Tails wishstone pieces. I don't know where I was going with that. Um, but in the Snow Queen update, continuing from after the witch, um, Anubis returns, and supposedly what's supposed to happen is that the witch is hiding something, and she may be hiding Anubis inside her. I'm not gonna say what if that's true or not, though.
Oh, so there's going to be, something big that's going to happen. That's pretty neat. So Sugarland is tied in. The goal of Sugarland, pretty much, based on the story, is to help Isle and Lua to fall in love, but also is to get rid of the witch who is tied in with Anubis.
Well, you're not really getting rid of the witch because she's shown that she has been changing somewhat, but there's still
Oh,
some hints of Anubis's influence within her, and
wow.
there might be something relating to that.
That's
I'm
pretty
just not
awesome.
gonna spoil it.
Yeah, no problem. Because I did notice, if we look in the pictures closely, guys, you'll probably notice too, is that in these like previews, the witch is all happy. Look at her like apron is all clean. But then once the event starts, you see there's kind of like a spider, like black, pretty much corruption, like Anubis. When you get an Anubis map, you see a Wonderland map, but it's corrupted. So like, is that kind of what you're saying? Is that the witch is actually good, but like she's corrupted in a sense, or am I just making this all up?
Yes, yeah, it's she's trying to be good, because after the event or after what we did in the Forest of Sweets or Cookie Forest, we basically ruined her forest, and then she learned she's actually just a really old nice lady, but Anubis is corrupting her.
I see. So even the co-op map will relate to the whole storyline. So it won't relate to the actual event, but it will relate to the event's storyline.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome. I like that. Guys, I like that. I like that a lot. And I would never figure that out. That's why we have Shedge here. She has all that info. I don't even know how she figured that out. She's awesome. I just tell her that. I'm like, you're awesome. She'll be like, okay. Right?
Okay.
See?
That was my
Alright.
failed attempt at a Ramus impression.
Alright, well, what else we got here? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, um, things to look forward to, what to expect, the 2 maps that we're getting. There's going to be a lot more. Shedge hinted a lot about what to expect in the next updates. Um, in the terms of these kind of videos, so I pretty much got Shedge as the icebreaker because of you can see all the information she gives. So it's very it's very informative, very useful for everyone, and she says she likes it. So I'm sure she loved sharing the stories again, all those memories.
All
But
those times getting bashed off the fucking edge and
with
Sugar
dance,
Rumble,
that's the thing
and it's
too, guys.
annoying. And then all those death matches where you have like 6 red lightnings coming at you.
What time is it for me? My time is 12:30 a.m. Yeah, it's late. That's why you feel me like my energy is kind of slowish. Is because it's late. I've been working a lot. Like Shedge and I, we were supposed to do this a lot earlier, but it's my fault. I was busy. And she's all like, "Come on, what are you doing, man? You said you said we could do this earlier. And I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. So, been working a lot, but once this event starts, probably not the first week, but probably second, third week, I'm probably going to take some time off, guys, because, you know, like we said in this video, we gotta grind. The grind is real. Shedge, how real is the grind?
It's going to be difficult.
It's going to be
You're
difficult.
going to want to be prepared. There will be enough time, but you're not going to want to screw up like I did when I was trying to go for the brooch and I messed up so hard.
Ooh. That reminds me, and my couple's going to hate me by saying this, but it reminds me of the time my couple keeps saying he did Hero War, and he was missing 2,000 effort points. That's it, 2,000 to get the wings. The very last one.
Just as a forewarning, in the next event, they're going to add a cap to how many points you can get per day. So
What?
hopefully OG
No.
Planet removes it.
I hope so. Like, that means frequency is what matters in that point, and that's kind of hard for some people.
Yeah, a lot of people became addicted, honestly.
Yeah, like it makes sense to make the cap, but like, you know, we need those
Rest in
points.
peace.
Alright, cool. So guys, if you like this video, I think we're wrapping this up, unless Shedge, you have something else that we should mention?
Lua for life.
Lua for life. Okay, so if you want to be on the cool team, you gotta be on Lua. That's where Shedge's gonna be. And then because she's on that team, I'm gonna be no kidding. I won't be on the other team. We'll see. I know it's a random generator. Random. So whatever team you get, you know, just perform your best, guys. It doesn't matter if you're winning or losing, because every game you're gonna get drops. You're gonna get effort points. Of course, it determines based out of the results how much and how many. But just do your best. Don't get discouraged. Always grind. Yeah. But if you like this video, it's pretty much the start. The next one is going to be with someone different, and who knows, we'll probably get Shedge out again, because she has a lot to offer, and you guys can always comment on because I'm going to be posting this on YouTube. You can always comment below and be like who you want in these prediction videos. So you'd be like, Shedge, bring her back. And I'll be like, okay, fine. But next week, I'm going to be hosting with Harvest Moon, who was in the chat earlier. And he's actually Korean. Now, we both haven't played the event, but you're probably going to see us more doing researching, and we're probably going to be a little bit more active in terms of we're trying to figure out what words mean. You're going to see us like struggle trying to find out what's going on the next update. So that's going to be pretty fun. I'm going to be honest. It's going to be fun laughing at us, like trying to pronounce words and things like that. We won't have help like Shedge, who knows everything. Well, I think she knows everything. So stay tuned for that for the next update. It's going to be fun. Yeah, thanks for everyone who is watching this stream. I know it's a little late for myself, and it's getting late for Shedge, but I enjoyed it. How about you, Shedge?
I enjoyed it very much.
You enjoyed it? Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Pretty much, I don't think anyone else has done this, so hopefully it sparks interest for people. It was entertaining. I know some people now are trying to make guide videos for this event, so actually stay tuned for that. Once I learn they made the guide video, I will share it. It'll be on my YouTube or in the forums, but I will share it right away, because that's helpful stuff. You know, that's the way to have fun, is when everyone knows what they're doing and they'll continue grinding, because we're in this together, right? Alright, so I'll wrap it up. Make sure to like, subscribe. Don't forget to do the same for Shedge. Check out her content. There's a lot of videos that are underviewed, like by a lot. Like some of her videos, her promo one. How long did it take you to make that promo video?
10 to 12 hours, because I had to
10,
go
12
gather a
hours.
lot of stuff. If I had to
10,
say
12
though,
hours.
go watch my anime analysis on Myself Yourself, the best anime series of all time. Shameless plugs.
Guys, but 10, 12 hours all my videos, I'll probably spend like an hour max. But okay, because I only had Movie Maker. Now with this new PC, I'm gonna be downloading the proper software. But like 10, 12 hours of work, and it looks amazing. I think it should be on the official OGP page, to be honest. On the media page, it looks sick. And it's specific to Sugarland, right? The Sugarland promo?
Yeah, specifically to Sugarland. I'm hoping Edge and whoever the other person is, I forget, sadly, I'm sorry, watches it for the weekly or update the review, video review thing. Yeah.
Nice. Alright, well, there you have it. Now with my new computer, I'm going to be streaming a lot more of gameplays, and guys, I got Overwatch, so there's going to be Overwatch streams as well. I may suck a little bit because it's been a while. I've only played since beta, but I will get better, and I think we're going to be making teams as well, so that's going to be a lot of fun. How about you, Shedge? Are you going to be streaming anything other than like, are you going to be streaming gameplays? Because I know now you have Sugar Cream, but this is a good opportunity to get that other map.
I will be streaming both Sugarland on OG Planet, and then I'll also be streaming the new Playground channel and Hero Party event on Korean Tales Runner.
Ooh.
And then I'll be streaming a bunch of other games like Hearthstone, League of Legends, Yu-Gi-Oh! 100% Orange Juice, the best RNG game in the world.
Let's go on her channel, guys. Check it out. She has new videos that she posted just before this, and I need to watch these after too. So there's 3 videos. Make sure you check that out after you watch this, after you like this, and after you subscribe to this. Alright, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.